Welcome back, everyone. We're so happy you're joining us for the next chapter of our Cotswolds adventure. After exploring the charming villages and countryside in our previous vlogs, today we're taking a short trip to the historic city of Bath. Our visit to Bath was part of our 4-day stay in the Cotswolds, and after exploring Castle Combe, we decided to continue on with a short afternoon and evening visit to one of England's most beautiful historic cities. If you've been following along, our Cotswolds journey was shared across 2 vlogs, the first capturing our arrival and festive village moments, and the second continuing with countryside walks, Broadway, and Castle Combe. This stop in Bath felt like a natural extension of that story. We parked at Southgate Car Park, and from there took bus 2 toward Prior Park. The ride was short and easy, gently lifting us away from the city center and toward the surrounding hills. We arrived at Prior Park Landscape Garden, where we purchased entrance tickets. It's always a good idea to check opening hours in advance. The gardens felt peaceful and expansive, designed to frame sweeping views across the city of Bath below. Prior Park is also known for its connection to film and television. The gardens and Palladian Bridge have appeared in adaptations of Pride and Prejudice, and the Georgian architecture evokes the world of Bridgerton on Netflix. The scenery here is effortlessly cinematic, a perfect blend of history and romance. One of the highlights is the Palladian Bridge, one of only a few of its kind in the world. Built in the 18th century, its graceful arches and perfect symmetry reflect beautifully in the water, creating a timeless scene straight out of a period drama. From Prior Park, we decided to walk back toward the center of Bath, enjoying the gradual transition from landscaped gardens to historic streets. We crossed Pulteney Bridge, one of Bath's most iconic landmarks, with shops lining the span and the River Avon flowing beneath. A view often seen in historical adaptations filmed around the city. Continuing on, we passed the Circus, a striking circular arrangement of Georgian townhouses designed by John Wood the Elder in the 18th century. Inspired by classical Roman architecture, its perfectly balanced facade and repeating details create a sense of harmony and grandeur, making it one of Bath's most distinctive architectural landmarks. A short stroll through the surrounding Georgian streets led us naturally to our next stop. We arrived at the sweeping curve of the Royal Crescent, an iconic row of 30 terraced houses overlooking the Royal Victoria Park. Built in the late 1700s, its graceful crescent shape and honey-colored bath stone have made it instantly recognizable in period dramas and films, capturing the elegance and timeless beauty of Georgian Bath. We stopped briefly outside the Jane Austen Centre, a nod to the author's strong connection to Bath, where she lived for several years and set parts of her novels. Later, we visited Piglet in Bed, a charming shop filled with beautifully designed bedding and homeware, a perfect reflection of Bath's refined yet cozy aesthetic. As we reached the heart of the city, Christmas decorations filled the streets, with twinkling lights, festive displays, and a gentle seasonal buzz. Outside Bath Abbey, the Christmas market brought the square to life with wooden chalets, warm lights, and seasonal treats, perfectly blending history with holiday cheer. Nearby, we admired the Roman baths, built around natural hot springs nearly 2,000 years ago. The ancient stonework and steaming water tell the story of Bath's origins as a place of healing and gathering, long before it became a setting for literature and film. As evening settled in, we stepped into Topping and Company Booksellers, a beloved independent bookshop known for staying open late. With towering shelves, rolling ladders, and a warm atmosphere, it felt like the perfect place to linger. Passing by Sally Lunn's, one of the oldest houses in Bath and famous for its historic buns, we continued on to dinner. That evening, we had a reservation at Beckford Canteen, where the food was excellent, thoughtfully prepared, seasonal, and full of flavor. A wonderful way to end our time in the city. Our time in Bath was short, but it was filled with history, elegance, and festive charm. From peaceful gardens and sweeping views to Georgian streets and glowing seasonal lights, the city revealed itself slowly, one beautiful moment at a time. As the day came to an end, we made our way back to the countryside for our final evening in the Cotswolds. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. As this year comes to a close, I wish you peaceful days, a warm end to the festive season, and a beautiful start to the year ahead. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon.